Hi, this is attorney Nicole Christie from the Christie Law Firm, where we work hard to make families stronger. Today I want to talk to you about what you need for court when you're trying to get reinstated. This is another segment in our series on guardianship and how to get your guardianship reinstated. So when you go to court, you have to understand the judge is going to want to know what happened ever since guardianship was given to someone else. What has mom or dad done since that time to rehabilitate, to really demonstrate that they now can care for their kids and provide a loving, stable home that is safe? And so you want to have all of your documentation with you. So I'll use the example of substance abuse because sometimes substance abuse can take a while to really establish. And so if it was an issue where maybe you had some relapses and it got to a point where DCF was no longer ready to wait to see if you'll get clean, and they recommended guardianship to be transferred, and you said, okay, with the idea, I'm going to get my kids back. Now you have been clean. What you want to do is make sure that you have all of your documentation from your service providers. So for example, if you went to a treatment facility, if you went inpatient, you went outpatient, you did groups, you want to have all of those certificates that they give you. You want to have the actual records. You may need to go down to that facility, sign releases, get your own records. You are entitled to those records. Don't let them give you a hard time. Don't let them go back and forth with you. Make sure you have your own records. Make sure you've read through them. Make sure that they're accurate. And so you want to get all of those records. If there were urine screens taken, you want to get all of the results of those urine screens. I do recommend that if you can continue to have urine screens done all the way up until the point where you're ready to file for your reinstatement, it would be very, very helpful because you can then have proof that you're clean. At times, they want to hear from you, yes, but they also want to see the actual evidence. So once you have all of those records compiled, you don't necessarily have to physically bring them to court unless you are going to trial, but at least be armed with that information. So if the judge should just ask you off the top of your head, when was the last time you had a urine screen, you'll have that documentation in front of you. What are the facilities that you went to? You could list all of those facilities, and I'll talk to you later about the actual process. And so you'll need to have that information to be able to give over to DCF, who will be doing a report. So make sure you are armed with all of your documentation about the things that you have been doing. If you had an issue around housing, you want to show that you have a lease or you have a mortgage now. If you need to make sure that you can show that you have been working, so you need pay stubs, you need a letter verifying your employment. If there were concerns around your mental health, you want to show who have you been going to for mental health treatment, and make sure they're ready to give you letters. It doesn't make sense to go to a provider who's going to say, you know what, I don't feel like coming to court, I don't want to write a letter. That person is wasting your time. You need to be able to prove to the court the things that you have done, because you're the one who has that burden of proof to say that you're ready to be reinstated. So as you're getting ready to go to court, you found out where to file, you have filed the right documents, make sure that you have all kinds of supporting information. You may even want letters of reference, people who have seen you and know the entire story. You don't want to ask people who really don't know what's going on with you. How do you give you opinions about you? You want to make sure there are people who know the whole story, who have seen you evolved. It would be great if you had the guardian who's also supporting you, who have seen, the kinds of effort you have made, the way that you've been visiting with your child or with your children. They can give some positive reports. Make sure that they have a letter for you as well. So keep this all together, keep it in a nice binder. I love the cloud, have everything scanned, so if something should ever happen to the binder, you at least have backup. Never want to have one copy of anything. You want to have multiple copies stashed in different places. Like I said, have it scanned. Google has some free storage, Apple has free storage. There's all kinds of venues that have free storage in the cloud. So scan it, save it, so that when the time comes, you're able to produce that documentation without hesitation. And so, as we have talked about before, if you need any assistance trying to get reinstated, please don't hesitate to contact us. And again, we have some other videos around reinstatement, and just continue to keep in touch with this particular YouTube channel, because here we're giving out free information because we want to help families get stronger. Whether or not you can afford an attorney shouldn't be the reason why you don't go forward and able to get your child back, or you're able to stand up to DCF, or you're able to protect your family and make it stronger. Take care.